Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a planner tour. I'm going to do my room tour in the next couple of weeks. So I thought I'd just go through all of my A5 planners in a little bit more detail, show you what I have in them, what I like keeping in them, which ones I use, which ones I don't use. So I'm going to go through them all one by one and give you a little bit of a planner tour. So if you want to hang around and see what I've got and what I use them for, then just stay tuned. So the first one I'm going to show you is one that you guys know very, very well. This is my dark mint hexagon planner from the Life is Sweet collection. You guys have seen this hundreds of times. And as you can see, she's a little skinny, and that's because I have moved into my navy blue. I will show you that. It's not finished yet. So when I have finished setting it up, which I'm nearly there, I just need a couple more days just to finish it off, which is really good timing actually because I have a couple of days off at the moment. I will show you the finished setup, but in the meantime, I have just moved in there. It was kind of like pulling off a band-aid. I just needed to do it and get into it so that I didn't have the missing of this one. I still adore this planner. This was only the second planner I ever got, and I love her. Got the beautiful navy blue on the inside with the spots. I have left my keys. You'll see in a minute what I'm using instead. And just some of the things got left in here, but I will show you the other bits that I put in the other one. So absolutely gorgeous planner. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with her for now, but for now she's just going to stay at home and have a bit of a rest because she's been a very well loved planner for the last 2 years or so. So I think she's kind of looking forward to being left home alone. So the next one is my kikki.K wedding planner. This was the one obviously that was sent to me and that I did the review of for my insider. I'm not using it, and that's just because I already have my wedding planner and I already had it before I got this. I have taken some pages out of here though and added them to mine. So it is still really, really useful. I swear to goodness, if I hadn't already had mine, this would have been my baby. I still love it. I think it's beautiful. The leather is lovely. The paper quality, like I said in the video, went up. So I was really excited to have this, but just at the moment she sort of sits in my cupboard. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous planner. I love the gold on the front. Didn't think I would, but actually really came to like it when I was doing that review. So that is the kikki.K wedding planner, which at the moment is unused. So while we're on wedding planners, we'll move on to my actual wedding planner, which as you can see is chunky as heck at the moment. So this is an Aldi planner. This is last year's release, so it's the blue. This is my something blue for my wedding day. It's actually going to be my something blue. I can't get married without a planner. I can't do anything without a planner. So in here I've got just a little paper clip and I've just added in a little pen clip. This is one that Kat sent me that I've just chucked in here as well. And then I've got my gorgeous Loxley inserts. Like I said, these came before my kikki.K ones did. But I do have in here just a couple of bits of the kikki.K stuff. I just found that part in particular with the ticking off sort of checklist really useful. So that's gone in there. And then a couple of different places that's gone in there as well. I've added pockets along the way to my little inserts, and I got Denise at Luscious Labels to make me some gorgeous little stickers to put on my tabs, which are just absolutely gorgeous. She did such a great job with them. So they all live in there, and then at the back I've put that Bride's Notes pad from the kikki.K pad as well, and I've got my Planners Anonymous pen. This was the Planners Anonymous one that used to live in my mint planner, and I've just moved it over into this one because I love it, and I thought the blue looked nice. And then as per a lot of people's suggestion, my dress part is all locked up so that Ryan can't accidentally get his hands on it. I love this planner, like ignore what's in it for a minute, but I really adore this Aldi planner. I think there's something about a cheaper planner that I really appreciate. To me, it doesn't matter if I break it, bump it, whatever it's not going to matter because it only cost me 20 bucks. That's sort of how I feel about the Aldi planners. Whereas I think I'm a little more careful maybe with my kikki.K ones, just because I do know how much they cost me and I like to just take a little bit more care with them. But I really find the Aldi one, especially this one, has been really useful and really great just carrying around with me for whatever it happened to be. And I do love the colour and the spots. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So that is my wedding planner in the Aldi planner. While we're on Aldi planners, we might as well stay with the newest release from Aldi. This is the pink one. I did a review of this one last week. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Have absolutely no idea. At the moment, she's empty. She hasn't been touched. I'm not going to go through too much of it because I have gone through that review just last week. But like I said in that video, this doesn't feel as soft to me as the blue one does, and that could just be because it's new and it hasn't sort of had that time to wear in. But I do love the colour and I do love the gold spots on it. So that is the new Aussie Planner. So we'll go back and do some archival ones for a second. So I have here 2 of the pause planners, and yes, I have 2 of the same planner. That is for a really specific reason, and that was there actually was a defect with my original one, which I think is this one. There was just a defect with it, and it didn't do so well, and I told kikki.K that, and they sent me a brand new one, and they let me keep the old one. That to me is customer service and why kikki.K rocks so much, because they are always so happy to help. So this one is the one that's got the defect. It's not a massive defect, it's just enough to annoy you. So that one is actually brand spanking, as in it's got all the inserts in there. I just moved all the new stuff into the old one when I got it. But this was the one that for a little while was my social media planner and just my other bit of life planner. So you guys have seen this one before. I'm pretty sure I showed you the setup. I don't actually remember what I've even got in here. I kind of moved a bunch of stuff out and forgot about it. So I've got a bookmark in there. I still love this rose gold dashboard. I think it looks beautiful. I still love that dashboard too. It's just, oh, love. But I have not a lot in here apparently. I have a lot of makeup stuff. I still like to know what makeup I've got, but I don't need to carry it around with me everywhere. I had some colouring in because I used to like to colour in when I had time. My sort of saving wish list, which just became a spending wish list. And then I've got some photos and a pocket at the back there, and just a planner band at the back. That one just sort of lives at home now as well. It's not a use a lot planner, but I do love knowing that I've got it here. So that one is there. Then this is the wellness planner that came out. This was the original grey one. This is the one that I turned into wow, that's so cool. I turned this into my travel planner when when Ryan and I went to Niue. This was a little bit of a fun one. I did some different kind of dividers and stuff, which you can see how far I've come since I started making dividers and stuff. These ones kind of got damaged a little bit along the way, but I do love those dividers. Something about the round one I thought looked really cool. But when I just sort of saw that, it's amazing how that ink's kind of turned that into the blue. I really love that. I might have to pull that back out again and use that. I don't look through my planners often enough. So like I said, this was the wellness one. It then became my travel one, but then I put some other bits and pieces back in here. There's a bit more wellness stuff in here again. It's just another one that doesn't get used, unfortunately, and it's mainly because I didn't like the textured planners. That was me. I don't like them as much. I prefer the soft leather to the textured one. And there was something about the grey. Like, I love grey and I love mint, but there was just something about it that I didn't love, and I don't quite know what that was. The original, the one that started it all. So this is the mint one from the, oh goodness, what was it even called? I think it was Uppsala. And this is the only one that I can honestly tell you has damage, like real damage, that's not caused by a defect or anything like that. And it's just some discoloration that's happened around the outside. You can see there, just of the pink. It's one reason why I really prefer darker material or leather or whatever it is on the inside, just because it takes a little bit more to damage it. But I do love this one. I did start setting this up as a work planner. It just didn't kind of stick. At work I'm much more digital, which is a really weird thing for me. I'm not digital anywhere, but at work at least I'm very much about digital planning, so that one kind of went by the wayside. This is the gorgeous and much maligned, sadly, rose gold planner that had all the defects. This is my family history planner. I know I've shown you guys this before, and it's unfortunately it doesn't get a lot of use, as in I'm kind of planning everything else in life at the moment, so family history is kind of taken a bit of a back burner. But that said, I adore the way this is set up, and I'm so coming back to it, and I love the fact that I know that all of my family history stuff is all here, so when I need it, it is here and ready to go. I still love the colours of this. I love how soft that leather is, even after it's had the coating put on it that I did. And it's just got all my family history stuff. I know I've shown you this, so I'm not going to go through it too much, but it's all still in there, all ready to go. Oh, there's my birth certificate. I better not lose that. I need that for the wedding. I'm just going to leave that out because I can put it in my wedding planner. Oh, hold on, we've already done that. I'll put it in there in a minute. But that's the rose gold one. For how damaged that was and how bad that could have become, this is actually stacked up really nicely. No, it doesn't leave the house very often, but when it does, I don't panic about it. Again, it's another one of those, I know it's damaged or got something wrong with it, so I don't stress out so much about it. But as much as this didn't work, I do love the color of this. I think it was amazing. I know it didn't work, but there is something still very, very, very lovely about that planner. So the next one is the bubblegum pink planner, and this is like so many people are just after this one. I was really lucky. I got it. It might actually be third hand, and it has been well loved, and it's got it's got a little bit of damage to it, but I think I only spent like 20 or 30 bucks on it, which for a planner that has been as sought after as this one, I thought was really good. So this one doesn't leave the house so much either, and it's kind of become a place where I store some of my stickers. But I also keep my magnetic bookmarks in here. I've got some stickers in that pocket. These are all dividers from the planner kits. I've got some die cuts, and then I keep all of the stickers that come with my planners. Yes, I know I have too many. Whoops. And then I also have my Kaisercraft stickers in here. I just put holes in them so they all live in there. And then I've got these gorgeous dividers, which I need to get back to using, and I kind of haven't. These were sent to me by Charlotte from Flutterby Planners, and they're just Disney princesses, because she knows how much I love Disney. So they're all in there, and are just absolutely gorgeous, but I just haven't got around to using them, but I just want to know where they are. So that all lives in there. Like I said, this one's got a little bit of damage to it. The spine doesn't sit as nicely. Pink's not really my thing. I kind of bought it because it was there, which sounds horrible, but it's just sort of one of those ones that I wanted for my collection because I wanted it for my collection. But it is in really good nick, other than just the spine being a little bit broken. But while we're talking about planners to have just because we wanted them, this is not the newest. Before the navy blue, which I'm getting to, this was the newest planner to my collection. This was the grey one from the Upsala range, and it's got that same pink inside, which I know I just criticised, but I love this. I've always loved it. It was one of those ones, the light grey of the wellness planner for me never spoke to me as well as I wanted it to, but this beautiful dark grey with the soft leather is just beautiful. I've always wanted this one, and when it kind of popped up, it's even got some stickers in here that I need to move into my other one. But when it popped up on Gumtree, I just couldn't say no to it. I think it cost me 30 bucks, maybe 20 bucks. And it's just in the most brilliant condition considering how old it is. I'm doing everything I can to keep this in great condition, which means it doesn't leave the house, and because I don't want this to get yellow. But I adore that planner, and I'm really looking forward to finding something special to go in there. Whether or not eventually maybe I put my wedding inserts in there and that becomes like my wedding planner storage, I don't know. Because I think I probably want to use my my blue one after the wedding. I think I've shown you this one, I can't remember. But this is my lilac from the Live Bright range. This one's been set up as my house planner for when we actually get going on building our house. These are, it has a little divider here because I actually stole the planner charm that was in here to put in my new planner. But it's just got all stuff for the house. Most of it at the moment is just sort of like vision board things with just ideas, but I do love the dividers I made for this. These are one of the first lot that I ever made using my Cricut. And I just adore them. They came out really, really, really well. They've all got this sort of green feel to them, which just really looks really great with the purple of the planner. And then I've just got my plans for the house at the back and just a plain notepad just because I just want to scribble in here. Because I'm planning the wedding more than I'm planning the house at the moment, this isn't getting as much use, but once the wedding's over and we're back to concentrating on the house, this is going to get a lot more use. This is another one I bought secondhand and is in fantastic condition again for how old it is. This is actually one that I wanted for ages and ages and ages and never thought I was going to get my hands on, and I got really, really lucky. And I just adore it, and I've always wanted something special to use it for, which is why I'm glad it's my house planner. You guys have seen this one too. This is my sticker planner. It's the rose gold one. I bought it at TK Maxx and I got it on sale, which is why I have absolutely no worries about breaking it, marking it, scratching it or anything, because I know that it was done on sale. I love the shininess of this, but I am so glad it doesn't leave the house. Sorry, Jet's found the cat. I think it would get way too dirty if it did leave the house, so I'm kind of glad that it doesn't. But just in here I've got a bunch of stickers, a couple of dashboards, and then a bunch more stickers. I have done a full walkthrough of this one before. I will link it if I can find it. But just at the moment, it's just one of those ones that just is a way to store things. And I use a lot of my planners for that, to be honest, so that's not so bad. So this is one that I don't think I've shown you guys on camera very often, and I don't really use it at the moment, and it's just because I kind of fell out of love with why I was using it. So at the start of last year, I did start trying to do a bit more journaling, a bit more sort of photo journaling more than actual journaling. So I bought this beautiful planner. This came out at Christmas time last year. I bought my mum one actually, and I loved it so much I decided to buy one for myself. So it has a planner band on here that I got from, this is out of one of the Planner Babe boxes, and then just on the inside I just had some quote cards and stuff. And all I was doing was taking photos and then trying to journal a little bit more on the inside and just be a bit more creative. Oops, don't care. Those stickers were never very good, unfortunately. It was just something that kind of went by the wayside, unfortunately. That's supposed to be a 6, not a 9. And I ran out of time to do it. And with everything that happened last year, I can certainly understand why. But at the same time, I kind of wish there were things in here that I had have continued with. So I think the last one I put in here, I don't even know what date it was. Like the last date I put in here was August. And so much cool stuff happened at the end of the year that I don't have a photo for that I wish I did. So it was kind of an extension of my Instagram thing that I did last year on my personal Instagram. I tried to put up a photo every day, and so I just would transfer that photo into here and then write something about my day. It just got too hard, which sucks. I didn't mean it to get too hard. It just kind of did. But it is still something that I want to do. Again, it's just now's not the year to do it. I do love how chunky this one is. I don't generally keep that much in here, but it was a challenge to see if I could get it all in. And then I just got this gorgeous kikki.K style bookmark at the back, well, at the top. I still love this planner. I love the spotty on the inside. And there's something so cool about just a black planner. You can really give it, it's a little bit like the navy blue one that you're going to see in a minute. Like it's that pop. It's that there's something about a plain planner that you kind of give a decoration to on the inside that just blows it. I don't know. There's something about a plain planner on the outside that makes the inside so much better. So that is my black planner. We're now on to the two that get used on an absolute everyday basis. The first one is my social media planner, which is in this gorgeous Love Your Life, no, so lovely, sorry, zippered planner. Adore it. Can't get over how much I love this planner still. I love my new dividers that were sent to me by Charlotte from Flutter by Planners. I adore them, and I love my inserts in my little kind of bullet journaling kind of way. Really enjoying doing, like, actually tracking what I do on social media and planning it out a little bit more. And this planner is just so great for it. It's so easy just to zip up, chuck in my bag, and not have to stress out about it. As you can see, she's a little dirty on the back. The spots haven't faded anywhere near as much as I thought they might. There's a little bit of fading on the top there. But that's going to happen with any kind of gold, so that doesn't really bother me all that much. I just love having one that zips up, to be honest, and this is just an absolutely beautiful planner, and I adore it. So here we go. The one you guys have never seen and is not done yet, so please don't judge me based on what you're about to see. I will do a full walkthrough of how I've set this one up when we get to it, but you will start seeing peaks of it because I am using it now as my weekly planner, so you'll see it in my decoration on Monday. It's not finished at all, but we're getting there. So I've just got a little picture at the front there, which just has, it's actually where we're getting married, not exactly where we're getting married, but just a picture of there. I have done myself up a dashboard, which is just, I'm so in love with it, it's just not funny. And then I've just moved all my inserts in. There's nothing too spectacular about that part of it. And I've just made myself a planner charm using, this is a star that came out of the kikki.K advent calendar, and this is a beautiful little TN charm from Simply Danny Creations that was in my house planner, but I adored too much and had to put it in here. At the moment, there's nothing else in here except just a pocket at the back. What I want to do though is add in a couple of dividers more. So I want to put in like a monthly divider here or at the front there, and then make a weekly divider, and then just do like a bits, because I just tend to keep like footy tips, period tracker, and then like logins and stuff at the back, as well as just some of those own your story to-do lists that I just needed to have hanging around. As soon as I finish this video, actually, I have a gigantic list to get. I need to brain dump. But so far, I love this planner. Like I know I love them all. It's like picking your favorite kid. I know I don't have a kid, but that's what it feels like to me with the planners. That's probably way too over the top. But just at the moment, I adore this planner so much. I love pulling it out every morning. Something about the silver rings and the black hardware and the blue hardware just makes me really, really happy. I love the crisscrosses, and I think I love this dashboard more than anything else. I will show you how I made that when I do the full walkthrough of this video. So full walkthrough of this planner, sorry. But I just want to give you a bit of a sneaky peek at the moment. But that is my blue planner. So that is my entire planner collection. They are some of them don't get used, and they don't get used for a really obvious reason. Others of them I don't mind so much if they get damaged or dirty, so I don't mind taking them out and sort of making a mess of them. But I love them all for very specific reasons, and I do love every single one of the planners that I've got. Let me know down below what your favorite planner is that you've got. Is it a kikki.K? Is it an Aldi? Is it from somewhere else? And what do you think needs to go into an ultimate planner? Let me know down below, and then I can take that feedback back to kikki.K as well. I hope you guys did enjoy this gigantic video of all of my planners. I really, really enjoyed actually walking through them all. I sometimes forget what's in them, so it was a nice little bit of a walk down memory lane, which is fantastic. If you guys want to see any other videos about different things that I have in my collection, maybe like an updated washi tape collection or something like that, let me know. But like I said at the start, my office tour will be coming up in the next week or so. I promise it is coming. It's just a really hard one to film at the moment. We just don't have time. So unfortunately, that's been pushed back a bit. But it is coming really, really soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss that or any other video that is coming up. Don't forget to give this one a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And I will see you again on Friday. See you later. Bye.